we've had a message, a comment from Myra, and she called you a man baby.
I saw that one, yeah.
Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the Funnyfarm Podcast. Today you've got me, I'm Joe. We've got Chris as usual and Charlie again as usual. And yeah, it's been an interesting week, lads, hasn't it? So, well, I know Charlie wants to kick off with this. We're not going to talk about anything daft. We're actually going to talk about the size of chocolate bars. Go on, Charlie, what's this about?
Well, just before we come live, I had my cup of tea and he had me boost, but I've scoffed it now. Sorry, guys. But Chris says, "Oh my God, look at the size of your boost." Right? Well, anyway, boost.
He's got a tiny boost.
You can probably tell off the packet anyway, can't you? There's the packet,
Yeah.
but it's tiny.
Yeah.
And we would just started chatting. We should have recorded beforehand about how things have changed and how things have gone smaller and things have shrunk, especially in the winter. And
I was going to say that. What we're talking about here, Charlie, is a chocolate.
anyway, yeah. So I think Joe started going on about Asda and the triple
Yeah.
sandwiches, and I can't believe what they've done to the triple sandwiches. I was told when you're in Asda and you're getting a meal deal, you'd always go for the triple sandwich, especially the chicken one.
Yeah.
Joe, you're going to have to take this one away, mate, because
I'll have to do it. Won't
I?
So basically, because I teach next door to Asda, that's where I get my dinner from, or lunch if you're from down south. Yeah, so basically what it is, it's £3.74, isn't it, for a meal deal? And I've noticed, throughout the year, this has started to become a bit different every time I go in, because it started off as mix and match 3 for 2. So sometimes if you didn't want like a drink, you got 2 snacks and a sandwich or something, and it all worked out great. Then they brought in this meal deal, so you got like a triple sandwich or a triple wrap, and a snack and a drink for £3.74, which it still is. However, what they're doing now is I've noticed that the triple stuff has started to go off the shelves. Now they're bringing it back in, repackaged in this like new, like almost like charcoal grey look to make it look a la carte. And
M&S.
but the
A la
best thing
carte.
about it, I sometimes have a Ginster's sausage roll, and what they've done with that now, they've halved the size of that sausage roll. So not only are you not getting the triple sandwich, you're now getting half a sausage roll as well, and the drink is the only thing that's at the minute, regular size. I'm pretty sure soon it's going to be a can, isn't it? You know what I mean? They're just going to try and make it so that you get absolutely nothing for this £3.74. I can see it being one sandwich soon. That's how far I think they're going to go.
The worst thing you said before we started this, Joe, is they've taken away the chicken and sweet corn in the
That's
trip.
another thing.
That's
So yes,
disgusting.
Charlie, forgot about that. So yeah, so in the triple chicken one, so not I don't have this often, but I can tell you every single ingredient in it. But it's you get a chicken and stuffing on a white bread.
Yeah.
You get a chicken and bacon on a malted bread,
Yeah.
and then you get the chicken and sweet corn also on the malted bread. But obviously everything's got mayo on it. But what they've done now, they've taken away the sweet corn, so it's just chicken mayo. So again, they're already starting to go through the triples and cut bits out. What's all that about? Seriously, like, are they that tight that they can't lob a bit of sweet corn in your sandwich now? I mean, seriously, it's getting absolutely ridiculous.
Can I
And
just
the thing
say?
is,
Can
go
I
on.
just say, mate, and hold the thought, but this is literally three fat lads moaning about the fact they've took the fucking salad out of a chicken sandwich. Could you imagine if they took the bacon out?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It'd be World War Three, wouldn't it? Just us three.
But you've got Tesco and all, right? So on special occasions,
A special occasion, I go to Tesco.
I might have a drive out to
On my
Tesco.
birthday, I go to Lidl.
But I think to myself, like, oh yeah, but you know Tesco, right? Their range is unreal compared to Asda. Yeah, all right, it's only a garaged Asda, but I've been to a big Asda, and they still have like pretty much identical to what the garage one is. And
Brilliant.
I just think it's disgusting because the thing is, these companies are the ones that are making an absolute killing, especially like at Christmas. You know what I mean? Just put a bit of sweet corn in it. It's not. It costs pence. You know what I mean? And
Let's
I
get a
just think,
petition. Let's get a petition going. We should
yeah,
start a petition.
bring back the chicken sweet corn sandwich. That's pig of the week already. Forget anything else we're doing. That's it. It's done.
Pig of the week is
It's an early contender.
some
It's an
sweet
early
corn.
contender. That is an early contender, I've got to say. But you know what I've noticed as well in supermarkets? And you mentioned it last week. You like your Pepsi Max, is it, Joe? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, you notice just with your Pepsi Max, well, all your soft drinks now, your big brands, your Coca Colas, your Pepsis, it's £1.75 for a bottle.
It's disgusting, Charlie.
And but you can go into you can go into Tesco's and get a large bottle for £1.75. You get two for
Yeah.
£3.50, can't you? For the larger bottles. So but you don't want to be walking around, do you, with a big bottle of Coke? But I'd rather do that than pay £3.50. Or sorry.
Well, here's another bit. Here's another bit because this is how much I drink Pepsi Max, and I'm not endorsed by them or anything. I wish I was. But yeah, you get Asda. It used to be right going back. I think it was January last year. So well, this year, sorry. So yeah, if we go back to January, I think it was about £3.25 ish for an 8 pack of Pepsi Max. Then it got to the summer and it went up to £3.56, and I know it went up to £3.56 because I used to buy them every week. Now, £4.17. You know what I mean? I mean, it's literally a pound almost added on in not even a year. And
Crazy.
this whole inflation thing's absolutely ridiculous because Haribo, right? Now I do like Haribos as well.
Are we going to
No wonder we're all fat lads, is it?
We've started this, so we may as well go on. So when I work at the bar, the one thing that gets me through that shift is a bag of gold bears, and you know. I do like a bag of gold bears, and I mean a bag, right, of gold bears, not just a few, a bag, because what it does, combine that with your Pepsi Max, because Pepsi Max hasn't got sugar in it, and we don't do regular Pepsi at the bar, it's just Pepsi Max. So to get that extra sugar bit, have a bag of gold bears, right?
It's just a different kind of bag to what you used to have.
Exactly, Chris. But what you do is you get, and I like how they're in the shape of a bear as well because it just makes it a bit more entertaining. You know what I mean? As you go through your shift, because as bad as it can be sometimes on there, like you could have the worst customer in the world come up to you and really just pee you off. And you find this little bear and you look at it and it just brings a little smile to your face. You know what I mean? Like when you can have it and you know that that's full of energy. But next door, we've got Best Shop in Ilkeston. That's what it's called. In fact, even better, the logo is Shop BS. That's all it says, right? And the thing is, I don't think they are the best shop at the minute because their Haribos went from obviously 99p, as they all were, and then this whole thing went up, didn't it? They went to £1.25, and now they've gone up again. They're £1.35. And I'm thinking, all this is happening throughout there'll be £2 this time next year. Mark my words, right? Remember this episode. Come back to this scene next year. Gold Bears, £2 a bag, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
At least we're going off the norm here because we normally relate the UK economy to those little frog things. What do you call
Oh,
them?
Freddo.
Freddo.
Freddos. Yeah, we normally relate our economy to them, don't we? But we've now moved, haven't we? We've gone from Freddos to gold bears. I think that's
Yeah.
we can have that as a positive. But on the subject of confectionery, what is your favourite chocolate bar
Ooh.
or chocolate?
Go on, Chris.
I think it's different for different times, mate. I love a Lindt chocolate. I love a Lindt. They're dead expensive though, aren't they? Like £9 a box. I
Yeah.
was going to get my missus some. I put them back on the shelf for her birthday. I thought I'm not paying £9 for a box of these. That was in Tesco. I think like I always used to say a Galaxy was probably my favourite chocolate. I probably would stick with like as just a pure bar of chocolate, the Galaxy bar.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like Galaxy, but I love minstrels. I love
Oh,
minstrels. I
I like
love that
minstrels.
crunch
Yeah.
with the galaxy inside. I like
I'm the
that.
other way. I like a white Twix.
Oh, I
But you
love
like
a white Twix.
A
but you,
white Twix. They're like dream. Honestly, I love that. Absolutely love them.
Do you know
I do love Twix.
what's better than that is if you get a bag of Haribos and then eat the Twix and then the Haribos. That's like dreamland, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
and a can of Pepsi Max,
Can of Pepsi Max. Can I
and
just
and a
say, like,
nasty.
just to go back to the oh, Charlie, you got to tell us your bar in a minute, but just to go back to the bit about the this is a life hack for you. So on the meal deal, my missus has got this nailed. She loves a bargain and this, that, and the other. So when she does a meal deal, Red Bull is included in the meal deal, and it's about £3 a can when you buy it on its own. So get that as your drink, and it's basically paid for your meal deal.
I
Yeah,
can't stand Red Bull. I can't
I
stand it.
hate it.
Just do it and sell it to somebody for
Disgusting.
£2.
Can you take
It's
it
just
back? Can you buy it and take it
Yeah. Oh, I've picked the wrong one up. I actually wanted a Freddo.
yeah.
Go on, Charlie. What's your favourite chocolate bar then?
Minstrels. There's got to be minstrels. I love minstrels. I don't.
That's
Yeah.
not technically a chocolate bar, is it?
Yeah. But see, the other one is a Whisper Gold. See, I think Whisper
I've
Gold's
never had one. I've had a Whisper, but not a Whisper Gold. What is it? Caramel.
Yeah, it's like a Whisper with caramel inside. But they
You
do a
see,
Yeah.
salted caramel one now as well.
I
Oh,
think when they start putting shit in your chocolate, it ruins it a bit. I mean, I like a Snickers, that's quality. But like when they start putting caramel and stuff into your bar of chocolate, I want a bar of chocolate. I'll tell you a story, right? My mate years ago went and bought a Twix, not a Twix, a Kit Kat, and he'd physically gone and bought a Kit Kat, picked it up off the thing, gone and paid for a Kit Kat, right? And he came back to the office and he opened this Kit Kat. And do you know when you get a Kit Kat and there's no wafer in it?
Yeah, I've had that a few times.
And he was like, "This is brilliant. This is amazing. I've got a Kit Kat and there's no wafer in it. It's just pure chocolate." I'm like, "Why the fuck didn't you just buy a bar of chocolate that doesn't have wafer in it then?" You know
It's
what
not
I
the
mean?
same, is it? It's not the
No.
same because it's a
oh.
rare treat. It's like one of them things, isn't it? It really is. It's like, when you get open up a packet of salt and vinegar crisp, and you get that one that's got nothing on it. You know what I mean? And you'd think, oh, this is dreadful. But then there's going to be one deeper down in that pack that's flooded with it. And that's what
Yeah.
you normally get. And you're like, oh, this is amazing. But going on crisps, McCoy's. Gotta be the Ridge McCoys.
The
They're the
beef
best.
ones. The beef
I, like,
ones.
I don't mind any of them. Any of them.
Yeah.
They're all great. I like the prawn cocktail at the minute. They're good.
I'm
Crisp
not a
wise, I
crisp
think
eater.
I'm a traditional Walker's man myself. I do like cheese and onions, my favourite flavour.
Yeah.
Don't like salt and vinegar. It's I know it's a bone of contention in the world that people say that one or the other's the best. Here's one though. Here's one for you. Chocolates. Go back to chocolates. Christmas is coming up, right? What the fuck? You know when you get the heroes and the other one, the celebrations.
Celebrations.
Why is there only ever about 2 Malteser ones and 2 Cadbury's cream egg ones and about 40,000 eclairs?
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
They're
So
yeah.
we'd be a perfect family. We would, mate. I'll eat them. I will eat them. They're all right. But I look like the Malteser ones or the cream eggs. They're the ones people want, and you get about 3 in there, don't you? It's like the Quality Street and the Roses. Everyone loves the orange creams and the strawberry creams,
I can't
and
stand it.
there's only about 4 of them in there.
Well, if you want to know something that I'm doing at the minute, I wasn't actually going to mention this today, but you know the tubs of sweets that you're going on about. So obviously, I go to a lot of supermarkets at the minute, and it got me, well, pretty much putting on my Facebook stories that are going to be on. Is that the chair, Chris?
He lifted his mic. He lifted.
Oh, what the hell's going on there?
I moved it because I was going to cough, and then realised I just made more noise by moving my microphone than the actual cough would have done. So, yeah.
What were we going? Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, so I'm going to put on my Facebook stories the prices of these tubs because I've noticed, and I've started off at a couple. So in Aldi, without being able to go on my phone, I forgot what it actually. I think it's something like about £4 for a tub of heroes. Asda, £7. Right, that's £7. You know, when I were a kid, and my mum and dad used to say, like, "What do you want as your main present?" You've got about £10. That would be a main present for me. You know what I mean? £7 for heroes. And the thing is, you don't even get that many in them anymore, do you? I've got, in fact, I'm not going to get it, it's upstairs, but I've got an old heroes tub from like early 2000s. And I swear, I promise you, it's about that deep. It's like a snare drum.
Yeah.
And you know now, it's like, it's not even big enough for, what is it? I don't know. It's just, they're just so small. A tambourine, that's what I'm going to say. So
Tambourine.
you got
Charlie.
like one that's like the size of a snare drum and one that's like the size of a tambourine like that. And I just think to myself, yeah, I mean, obviously we know about inflation. We've had it all our lives, but these years, these last couple of years, is where it's just gone from like, yeah, like that to.
Charlie mentioned a couple of weeks ago when we were doing the firework thing that like the traditional thing would be your dad had used like the Quality Street or the Roses tin from Christmas, which used to be like this deep.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
they used to be this deep, and now they're like this, and they're in plastic. So these were
Yeah.
like metal tins, and you'd put your fireworks in them, and you'd fit all your fireworks in apart from your rockets. Everything would just go in there, wouldn't it? And it'd be all safe. And you only had to use one. You know what I mean?
They were great, those
Everything.
things. Blue Peter used them for all sorts. He used to hibernate the tortoises in there and all sorts. They did.
They just hiked the
We
price.
still
And
do, don't we? We
you know
still use them as that.
do you know the first thing I remember about this change in being ripped off like by companies and stuff? Do you remember when they used to have a window in the Walker's crisps? So you could see the crisps in it, and it was like chock-a-block with
No.
crisps. And
I
now
remember
you
the
open
little.
you open a bag of crisps now, and it's a third full.
Yeah. I
Can you remember the
little
windows in them?
leaf-
Windows in crisps.
They used to have it used to be like see-through. The Walker's bag used to be see-through. You
You
could see
sure?
the crisps in it. Yeah, 100%.
Can't remember that. How old was that?
Long time ago. I'm telling you, I might be misremembering this.
I remember. No, I remember. You know, chipsticks. Can you remember that?
Yeah,
Smith's chipsticks. They used to have a window in it, didn't they? It used to say chipsticks, and then there was like that see-through bit, and then the rest of the packaging at the bottom.
I've never been. I've never really been into crisps. I've never really been a crisp eater.
No, but yeah, I mean, what was I going to say on you when you were on about that? I remember that was it. In Walkers, I remember when you used to get the little. Can you remember when they used to say find a fiver? And they'd like roll up a fiver in a little blue thing.
No,
Chris.
I'm not.
I found it. I found
Sorry,
it.
guys.
I don't know
You
if I can
found
show it. I don't know if I can show it on here, but yeah, you've got it doesn't say the year, but it's 4th of Feb, and it's like you've got the Walker's sign at the top, and then there's just a big translucent bit. I'll
Remember that.
I'll put it in the
Can't you
group.
just grab hold of the bag and see how many's in there?
Well, you could
Oh,
do,
like-
yeah, but they put a load of air in it now, don't they? They vacuum pack it. Back in the day, it just used to. You could see, and the window would be like it'd be full of crisps. And now you open your bag of crisps, and there's about a third of a bag in there,
oh,
and
yeah.
they put the price up and the product down. It's terrible.
It's like I say, if they still did that window now, there'd be no tin it, would they?
No, they wouldn't
And
be able to
that's
do
what,
it. No
yeah,
one would
that's what.
buy it.
Or they'd just completely half the packets again, like the sausage rolls have gone at Asda, and yeah, I mean that's inflation though now, isn't it? I mean it's really gone completely insane to me this year, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I've put it in
but
the group. I've put it in the group. There's going to be some old dodderers like me out there who can remember this.
yeah.
Maybe it's a regional thing for eating crisps. I wasn't really into crisps when I was young, but me kids eat crisps. Me kids eat them all the time, and I'd just say, "Why are you eating that crap?"
I want to
Yeah.
just touch on the regional thing that Joe brought up earlier as well.
What?
How about
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it a regional thing? You said down south, or is it a class thing? Because
Well,
I was always breakfast, dinner, tea.
yeah, I've been that. But the thing is that I think like a lot of my friends that are from like south of Leicestershire, really,
Yeah.
they all say breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
But I think unless it might be an easy. I mean, do you say it, John?
Because I live in Cheshire now, I do say to the kids breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
What about when you're in Liverpool?
Oh no, it's breakfast, dinner, and tea.
Yeah,
So
there you
it's a
go.
class thing. It's class then, isn't it?
It's
And
class.
I thought, yeah, because he's gone from being like, I mean, I'm from a working class background, but of kind of like we'll talk about the class system in a bit. But like, if you move like areas and you live in like what's classed as an affluent area, you automatically move into the middle classes, and it's something that clicks in your brain. It's like it's not lunch. It's lunch, not dinner. And dinner is at tea time. But I thought
Yeah.
I'd got this nailed a while back. I had an argument with somebody about it, and I go, so if it's lunch, right? When you were at school, why the fuck were they dinner ladies then?
Exactly.
But he came back with, why do you have a lunchbox then?
Well,
Yeah,
that's a point. But
It's a good
yeah.
well,
argument.
we didn't have dinner ladies.
Aren't they called
Didn't you?
catering assistants
Yeah,
these
but
days?
you went to Eton, didn't you?
Yeah,
There
but
you
this
go.
is what I was going to say. Right, I was in private, and I still call it breakfast, dinner, and tea. So I don't
That's.
know exactly.
I think that's it. That should be made law now. Chinook helicopter boy has said it's it's dinner and tea. That I'm having that. I'm having that.
It's law.
And Charlie's going to disagree with me on this one. I'm not sure what your take on this is. Right, in your lunchbox, you had a cob, a
Oh, no,
ham cob.
Yeah,
no,
Yeah, and it's a bacon cob.
no.
yeah.
It's a bap. It's either a bap or a bomb.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's insane.
It's not.
sometimes what have we? I've heard it a few
The
times
thing-
around here recently, being called like baps and stuff now.
Baps are
You-
them, aren't
That
they?
butty,
That's your baps.
butty. Yeah,
And we both
butty.
got them, haven't we, boys?
We have
Mum,
butty. Butty
Butty?
is 2 slices of bread with something in it. A bacon
That's what I
butty.
always thought.
Yeah. If it's in a cob, it's a cob. Bacon
Yeah.
cob.
could we have a sarnie as well? A sarnie is a butty. It's a
Bacon
sandwich.
sarnie is a butty. I'd agree with that. Yep. I'd agree with that.
What was the other thing? Oh, just go on, carry on. Carry on. I've got something that I want to bring up on this as well.
I
Oh,
was going
that's
to
it.
say like,
Just come to me. Chinese takeaways. Right. When you go up to where you are, or down to where you are, where am I? Across to where you are.
yeah,
Your Chinese takeaways just do Chinese food, don't they?
Yeah, I've seen this on another pod. In fact,
And
one
so-
of my
so
comedy
your
colleagues
cities,
does a bit
if you-
about this. Yeah.
If you want fish and chips, you have to go to a fish and chip shop, don't you? If you want a Chinese, you have to go to a Chinese.
Yeah.
Where you live. In Liverpool,
yeah. I think so.
where I am,
I'm not sure.
our chippies do fish and chips, pies. You get Chinese meals in there, kebabs, pizzas, everything. So you can get everything under one Chinese. So you could. We
So
go
I
say
didn't I didn't get this phenomenon until I went to a Chinese in Rill, and
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
chip, it's a chippy, it's like a fish and chip shop with Chinese food. And
yeah,
and and Adam Rowe, who's a very good comedian. If anyone listening, go and check him out. He's fantastic. He's going on tour next year. He does some stuff about this in his comedy set. He's a Liverpudlian.
yeah.
And yeah, I didn't like I only realised like I only even clocked the fact that it's like that in real when he did this bit on stage. It's a brilliant bit. Um, yeah, so yeah, in Liverpool, a Chinese is a chippy.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a good
Yeah, so
idea, isn't it? That.
yeah, you can get everything there. So I mean, pizza's only of some, but some do kebabs as well. You can get kebabs and
It's
some.
like the Tesco of takeaways, isn't it? You know what I mean? Just get everything under one roof.
Mate,
Like the
you
ghost.
have got a
The ghost.
serious supermarket fetish. You have.
I am. I just
I've
have to
just got
go to it.
I've just got this imagination of you being in bed with your missus, and she just has to get like receipts out from Tesco and Asda to turn you on.
I'll put it this way, you know, sometimes if I'm bored, I like to go down to Aldi and have a look at the middle aisle. Not to buy
Oh
it,
yeah.
just have a look and see what crap there is in there. Because let's be, in fact, we came back with something yesterday. If you're on my Facebook, you can see on my story. We went to Dunelm yesterday. Have you got one near you, Charlie?
Yeah, Dunelm Mill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should
Yeah.
have.
So, well, it's literally straight across my road, and so anyway, I've worked flat out this week. Right, I've knackered myself, to be fair with you. And yesterday, Helen goes, "Oh, shall we nip over to Dunelm because we need to get you know, something for that was it, pillow. We need to get a new pillow."
Best place for a
Right, that's
pillow.
how tired I was because I forgot exactly what we were getting. So we ended up getting this pillow from Dunelm. Not only did we get a pillow, we got, oh, we need some of these and we need some of them and we need this and we need that. And then I went, Ellen, why do we need a glass reindeer? Do you know what I mean? Like, not that we want it, we need it. And the thing is, we need it because it's got 30% off, right? No, it's 30% off what the store is charging. I bet you that cost about 8p to make. You know what I mean? In fact, I could make it myself. Do you want me to go and grab it? Yeah, so yeah. I'll show
Yeah.
you this reindeer.
He's not got to blow some glass, has he?
I think he's just he's wound himself that much up about supermarkets. He's going to relieve himself, Charlie. Mate, why would anyone ever need that?
We need it. We need it.
You don't need that. Oh
We do.
my
We
god.
definitely need it. But do you know the best thing about it? It lights up.
Yeah.
It was. That's boss. What's that red thing on its antlers? Or is that still the price tag?
What's that? Yeah, that's still. But oh yeah, we can't get it out yet because we haven't put the Christmas decorations up, can we? So that's going next week. The tag will be off that. But,
Anyway,
but
viewers, if you've just tuned in and you think you've tuned into some kind of consumer show, you haven't. We're just discussing supermarkets, consumerism, commercial bullshit that gives us all mental health issues. Quite clearly, this is
Yeah.
or therapy in Joe's case. If Joe's ever feeling down, he pops down to buy a MIG welder from Aldi. All good.
Anyway, I'm going to totally change the subject now. I had a realization this week. And like,
Yeah.
I've only known Joe for a few weeks, but I knew him from somewhere and I couldn't work out where it was from. Anyway, he WhatsApp, there's a WhatsApp going on this week. Anyway, his WhatsApp image, I looked at his WhatsApp image and I noticed, right, you can't take a screenshot of WhatsApp images now. You can zoom in on them, but you can't take a
You know.
screenshot. No, when you take a screenshot, it hides it all thing for people's privacy, which I think is quite good. But all I did is I got WhatsApp on me desktop and just took a picture of it. Sorted. Anyway.
Ladies and gents, if you think you've tuned into a technology tutorial on how to take people's private information by using your mobile phone, you haven't. It's a mental health podcast.
So what are you doing with this image of me then?
No, I sussed out you look like. Especially on that image. on that image, it's totally. I've totally wait. Do you know who looks like somebody famous? Has he had this before?
Who?
Have you ever had any? I've had like Johnny Vegas and all sorts on me, but
Joe. Who Joe looks like?
I can't. I don't know whether I just know Joe too well. I've known him too long. I can't like
Yeah.
physically see beyond that's Joe. No, I don't think he's got like a doppelganger.
Daniel Bedingfield.
Oh, I don't even know what he looks like, mate.
You
What does
don't
he
know
look like?
Oh, look
I
at him.
don't know like him. I mean, honestly, get a picture of Daniel Bedingfield up. We'll put it on.
Daniel.
In the edit, I'm going to
He
put it
look-
here now. Hang on, Charlie. I'm going to have to move me over. I didn't know you were
What?
holding it up.
I mean, I've even had to put the names above them so we knew who was who.
I mean, he looks a little bit like Willie Thorne at the moment, but
You don't know who Daniel Bedingfield is? We got
he
Of
sung
course I know
some.
who Daniel
gotta
Bedingfield
get
is.
through this.
But,
We've
you
gotta
know what I
get
mean? It's
through
like,
this.
I've never even thought I looked anywhere close to Daniel Bedingfield.
I mean,
but
Oh,
that's a
WhatsApp,
compliment, mate. I'd say he's.
oh, it is a compliment, but look how thin I was on that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know where that photo was
WhatsApp
actually,
photo.
Charlie? I was gigging in Romania, and yeah, we got the pictures sent back, and that was just I just thought this at the time. I thought this is the best photo I've ever had in my life taken on stage, because normally it's just the singer that gets the picture. You know what I mean? Like 9 out of 10 times, that's what it is, isn't it? I'm not saying like anything bad against that. I'm just saying that's what normally happens. And on this particular gig, I remember just seeing this bloke at the front, and he got like a camera that, it was like the Hubble telescope. You know what I mean? It was absolutely ginormous, and I thought, what are you actually trying to take a picture of here? You know what I mean? Because it was so big. And then next minute we were getting on the plane, and that image came up, and I was just like, "That's amazing! I love it." But
Here's a good
yeah,
photo.
I look
Can you just show us
totally
it again?
different. I look totally different to that now.
I think my settings wrong on my printer before.
He looks like confused. I think he's thinking, why haven't they got fucking Asda in
You've not seen
Romania?
him on the WhatsApp.
They had
Yes.
Audi
That
You've not
Aldi.
seen him.
and
There's no
Spar.
Tesco's or Asda. How am I going to get through this song?
Scribbling myself back over a minute.
Luckily, I've sussed out how to download your photo anyway, because it's going to go on my hugging pillow.
You can do what you want with my picture, Charlie, but you can't do it with me. Sorry, mate.
He's going to be lying on an effigy of your face while he's eating his bacon balm in the morning.
Yeah. They call them tea cakes in Sheffield.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's weird, that one, isn't it?
And that's literally not far from us, is it, Chris? Really? How far is that?
Tea cake's like it's got fruit in it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a hot cross bun, isn't it? Without the cross.
Yeah, toasted tea cake. It
Yeah,
is
that's
mad
what-
how you've got all these different kind of regional and class-based differences, I think. But yeah,
Now
the
it's
cob,
just-
the cob's always it's always going to be a cob in my head, no matter where I am.
I'll tell you what, though, we've gone on about all of this consumerism, about too much on shops at the minute. We haven't actually said how everybody's weeks have been, have we?
No.
And we're about over half an hour into it.
I know. What a great way to start a pod, though. Because I'm going to be honest, I felt I've had like moments of depression over the last week or two. And
Yeah.
it definitely aligns with this, because it's like I like this has been like half an hour just chatting shit about nothing, and it's cheered me up loads. And I've had a bit of a tough weekend with the old depression. And I woke up this morning, and again, I think I said this on last week, so I was a little bit like this last week, where I'm like, I've been like editing the shorts and putting them up, and I've had some late nights, and I think it's impacted me a little bit. So I woke up this morning, I'm like, Jesus Christ, and I've got a backache as well. I had a right back spasm this morning, and it literally decked me to the floor as well. It was like the worst one I've had in a long time. And I just thought, Jesus Christ, I can't be bothered. But I said to Jane, I've got an acting class and everything tonight, but this has like cheered me up. So
Yeah.
I'm glad. Like, obviously, now we've got a few people on the paid Patreon as well. We're going to be doing more records, so that's going to help massively. But other than that, I've had a really boring weekend, so it's just been very mundane family stuff. Forest lost 2-0, so that depressed me a little bit. But it's just great to see your two heads bobbing about on the screen, looking like Daniel Bedingfield and I don't know who Charlie looks like. To be fair, who was it they said you looked like? On someone commented, didn't they, saying that you looked like somebody, Mike
Oh,
Bello or something?
Mike Lynch. Mike
Mike
Lynch.
Lynch.
Who's
Yeah,
Mark Lynch?
that union leader.
Yeah,
I've
he
got
did.
to.
He kind of,
Yeah.
the only reason he looks like you is because you've got the same hairstyle, though, isn't it? You could literally
Yeah.
Could
take
say
you could,
I am.
yeah, you could literally. Oh, you look like Joe, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So you must. Is it Daniel Bedingfield we've got on this?
Yeah, Daniel Bedingfield and Mike Lynch and Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas.
Johnny Vegas,
Oh,
yeah.
could you imagine them three as a podcast?
Oh, it'd be brilliant.
Oh.
Absolutely fantastic. What did Daniel Bedingfield sing?
um,
You got to get through.
I cannot understand, but I can take it. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
And he had a sister, didn't he? Natasha.
Yeah,
Natasha.
Natasha.
yeah.
But he had a few, to be fair. I remember when it came about, I was probably about 12-year-old. But believe it or not, and I know this for a fact, he recorded that whole first album in his bedroom. He didn't go to any studio. He just did
Huh?
it all in his bedroom, yeah. Because whatchamacallit, somebody that I knew, they I don't know if they knew him, but they knew this very, very, very well. And they were just sat there listening in the van with him, like just for ages. And I thought, like because the thing is nowadays, yeah, you can do it easily, can't you? Like I can record on my phone. I can record a whole album on my phone.
Yeah.
But not like plugging instruments in. It's not quite there yet, is it? You can do everything else. You can video edit, you can photo edit, you can do everything. But I think music production just isn't quite there on the phone yet. But it might come in. But back then, so this was must have been about 2000. Yeah, just coming into the millennium, and like to record a whole album in your bedroom
Yeah.
was like just unheard of. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons why he got massive because I mean like massively famous because that was a thing that nobody really knew about. And
It's the, in his bedroom.
Yeah, he actually got massive by using loads of dietary supplements like testosterone and growth hormone. But musically, it was all done in his bedroom.
we're cutting that out.
or, or he could have got onto Joe's WhatsApp picture.
We should aim like if anybody knows Daniel Bedingfield who's listening, get in touch with him and see if we can have him on. They could do a duet, couldn't they, on the pod? That'd be amazing.
Oh, it'd be hysterical. But no, something you were touching on then about the dietary supplements, Chris. I
Yeah.
mean, like that's a big thing. I mean, I've just been to the gym this morning, and I always have every time after a bin a protein shake. I don't know if it does me any good because
I
I ain't
used to
gonna
do
lie
that.
to you, this ain't shifting. Yeah,
Well,
and
the
and the
fact,
worst thing about it is, I go and I work out, and like. I've had 1 week. I had last week off because I got so much on. So I just didn't. I didn't have time. It's not that I didn't have time. The gym opens at the total wrong time. You know what I mean? And everybody goes, "Why don't you go to a 24-hour one then?" And I'm like, "Because I just love the gym that I'm at. It's
it's a
called
great,
Muscle Tone in
it's a
Stapleford,
great gym.
and but the thing is, it's not just a gym. It's again something to help you with your mental health because we all know each other. Because we're not just in there, headphones straight on, talk to nobody. Everybody's like that, looking at the pads. You know what I mean? Because it's not like that, and we all just literally just have. We do this. We just have a laugh with each other and tell each other like how our days and weeks have been, and you look forward to it. And Mick that owns it, he's one of the most funniest guys I've met, and he does the same sort of thing. So me and him together it's just it's hilarious. But the thing is, we get stuff done when we're doing it, and that's why I like going. It's not necessarily the work. I mean, I hate work. Who really genuinely enjoys working out. You know what I mean? It's like when you see fun run. You know when you see a sign on like when you're driving, it'll say
Fun run.
fun run. And I think there's nothing fun about running, is there? You know what I mean? Like it's just a thing that people say to like get them healthy. But the thing is, if I was in a gym on one of these 24 and I finished work at the bar at like half 2, 3 o'clock, whatever it is, and I went, well, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to go to the gym and do a full workout on my own with my headphones in. I wouldn't enjoy it. And I think, like, yeah, I'd probably look good, but it would not, I wouldn't enjoy, just banging headphones on and just, yeah, it's not me. I like to engage with people. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think
And
the
that
thing,
sorts me out.
I think the thing with the supplements and that gym
I'm
is
just going to
great.
turn this off. Sorry, Chris.
That's right. Yeah, that gym you go to, I've trained there a few times, and it is dead good. It's like dead small. It's proper old school. Um, and I think like you did, I used to have the protein shake after every workout. And the fact is, if you're trying to lose weight and trying to get trim, you're probably better off sacking the protein shake off and just going home and eating some chicken breast because they're full of sugar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Of
So
course
that's
they
the
are.
thing. I mean, I used to buy my own, which was sugar free. But I think the thing with that gym that you go to, Muscle Tone, isn't it? I think he could do with opening a bit earlier. If that would be my feedback on it, because he doesn't open till a bit later. I think he
No,
could do with
same
opening.
here.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning. I think they should open because I'd probably go then. It's just down the road. So if I ever go to the gym, I go to the village and it opens at 5. The gym does, and I
Yeah.
literally go in there and do 40 minutes or something, and then go and have a sauna
Yeah.
usually. Um, but yeah, that those 24-hour gyms though, they must be soulless. I've never been to one, but because everybody can, there's not going to be a community there, and I think that is good. The village has got a bit of a community vibe with it as well.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
like my dad. My dad's 70 odd now, and he still trains like you wouldn't think he's 70. You know what I mean? He trains like an
fit as a
absolute
fiddle, isn't he?
demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, but he's done it all his life, And the thing is that up the road here, there's a gym called Manor Squash Club,
Yep.
and I used to go there when I was a kid. But my dad goes like every morning, like you know what I mean. I just think to myself, "Cry, I hope when I'm 70, I can still like just do what he does with it." But again, at that gym, there's a big community. He knows everybody in there. You know what I mean, and that's why he goes. We can all go to these 24-hour gyms, like Pure Gym and all that. I mean, what have we got in Ilkeston now? We've got Anytime and we've got Snap. I mean, Helen, my missus, she goes to Anytime. But I don't know when she last went, but yeah, she normally goes.
Cut that bit.
I work out at home. I work out at home every morning, Monday to Friday. So
Yeah.
that's my routine. So I do some sort of like mind training as soon as I get up, just to get me right for
Mm,
the day. I
And then
always
have a
like to,
boost.
yeah, and then
right.
have a boost, and then I have a bit of a workout. But over the last week, we've been talking about our weeks. I haven't been able to work out. I still got me stretching in on Thursday and Friday, but I never did any. I did me wristing. Funnily enough, my wrist started hurting me on Thursday, so I couldn't do
Ah.
anything. And that coincided the day after I downloaded Joe's video, Joe's WhatsApp picture.
Yeah.
Now your wrist bit limp wristed.
We know what you've been doing with that
I
photo,
don't know how I
Charlie,
did it.
don't we? It's
I
all
don't know
come
how I
out.
did it. I don't know how I did it. But anyway, yeah. So back on it though this morning. It was great. It was okay this morning. I took a load of ibuprofen over the weekend, which is cool.
Yeah.
Have you guys had
Still
good
fun.
weekends?
Um,
I had my dad over the weekend, which
yeah, you did, didn't
I can only do two nights with my dad. I love him to bits. You know what I
Mm.
mean? But like two nights is enough with him and his mad dog. So yeah, I love him to bits. But he's coming over for Christmas, so we're gonna have him for a bit over Christmas. So looking forward to that. We had
Yeah.
the Christmas light switch on in town, which was he expected to be all like Blackpool or something, just the Christmas tree lights to go on. But the kids love it, you know what I mean? The kids love all that.
Oh yeah, we've had our light switch on. I forgot about that. Yeah. And half of them didn't come on.
Oh,
They were quite funny, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, everybody's there. They did the countdown. I was outside just having a fag, like, waiting for them to, and they were 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then next week, hey! But the thing is, it's like the trees came on, but nothing else. And then all of a sudden, everything came up. And then all of South Street that we've got, it was just like, just nothing. You know what I mean? And I just went, well, that was a fail, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Like, because it's a big thing now. Yeah, and this was something. Sorry, Charlie, I'm butting in. But you know your light switch ons now? It used to just be the mayor came out or whatever, didn't it? And, whatever town it was, the mayor came out and just did a quick, right, here we go, turn them on. That's it, done. Now you've got the whole lot. It's like a mini fair in Ilkeston. We've got waltzers, we've got fun houses, we've got pretzel vans and burger vans, we've got snow machines going on, people dressed up. And I just think, like, it's such a production. And they do all of this for about an hour and a half. And then it's like nothing ever happened. Like, they all just go. And I think, what a waste of time. I know it's like looking a bit negative on it. But I do. I just think, like, why don't you make a whole night of it or a whole weekend of it? Why is it literally just 6 o'clock till 7:30? Like, that's all it is. 6 o'clock, it's all showbiz and lighting, and the snowman comes out on the stage, and you've got Santa walking around, and, reindeer and a brass band, and then all of a sudden, 7:30, everybody's just back in the vans, pulling all the burger flaps up and driving. I just think to myself, just what a waste of time. Because I bet it costs them so much for a pitch. You know what I mean?
I imagine
Right.
they all looked round at one point and went, "Oh, Daniel Bedingfield over there."
Plenty on.
And then
That's a pig of the
We've
week.
gone down this week. We've got Daniel Bedingfield switching the lights on.
can you imagine that in Ilkeston? Jesus Christ. It'd be more apt to have Tommy Robinson turning the lights on in Ilkeston, I think, wouldn't it? Farage and him giving it some on the mic. I'm having your job, man.
Our Christmas light switch on's a bit backwards because they had all the street lights on. So as you're walking up to town, all the street lights were on. They're already on, the ones that they got on the lamppost. They're already on, flashing away. And the only ones that they switch on are the ones on the tree. It's just
Is it Chester? Is it Chester Centre you're on about, or just your town?
No, just our little town outside.
Because the one we were up in Chester, obviously when we came and met you, and their lights look fucking impressive up there.
Yeah, they are. They
Yeah,
are impressive.
really good. They've got all the oldie worldy shops.
The council spend all the money on the Chester lights and forget about us and all the little.
I was going to mention that. I was going to like mention that. I didn't know whether it'd be a bit contentious, but maybe like if they spent less on Christmas lights, they could give you a bit back in your council tax, and you know what I mean.
Our council tax is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I thought you meant when you said they were a bit backwards. I thought you meant to start taking them down.
To me, to you.
Yeah. So yeah, Christmas lights. My weekend then, let's go on about that a minute. It was I say, so we had that Christmas lights switch on, didn't we? And then the pub was absolutely rammed on Saturday. Like one of the busiest shifts we've done for a long time. But I mean, it's busy, but not that busy. You know what I mean? That was like insane. So I didn't get back till early hours of Sunday morning, and then it's just it's getting to the point of like trying to get out work-life balance, I think, because it's just knackering me out. When I do these long shifts, but you have to do them, and I mean I'm conditioned to it. But that's another thing I'm going to say about the mental health of that. You have to prep yourself for them. Again, I've said it before, but you really have to prep yourself for times like that. Because it's like Monday, everybody goes, yeah, but you chill out on a Monday, don't you? Well, not really, because, like you've just seen, I go to the gym in the morning, then I come here, do this. As soon as I've done this, I'll grab something dead quick to eat from Asda, obviously, and then
Red
go
Bull.
and do,
You know,
and then
sweet blood.
and then I do my lessons, and then it's band practice after that. So you work flat out on a Monday. Tuesday's the same. Wednesday I get a little bit longer. I probably get about 2 hours to myself. And then Thursday, you're back to the weekend again, really, in my eyes, because I did a quiz there and stuff like that, and off we go again. And it's all right, but you just want time to chill out, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's really
That's the aim.
important to say that you've kind of got to find that time, haven't you? You've got to find that balance.
Yeah,
Like you say, you've got to prepare for you mentioned it on one of the other episodes. You've got to like one of our shorts out there. You mentioned like one day it's like podcast, brilliant, 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 and the next day it could just fall off a mountain. It could just be the worst
yeah,
day ever, and you've got to mentally prepare yourself and fill your life with stuff that's good. And like you mentioned, your dad, if he's got like that routine and he's had that routine for such a long time. I mean, he's a
yeah,
little bloke, innit, which we got mentioned. It was like, what was it? What's the one little thing that makes you?
Yeah,
And you said
yeah,
your
yeah,
dad. He is dead short, but he's well built, and he's an older boy. Doesn't look it. You know what I mean?
no,
He doesn't
not
look
at
his
all.
age. I mean, the only thing I can say bad about your dad is the Derby County thing. But yeah, he does look well for his age. And I mean, I don't know, but he's got like a successful business. He goes out and he does his gigs and stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Um, and so he's obviously you got to fill your life full of stuff that really makes you happy and everything. And
right.
that's certainly what we're doing, isn't it? Like doing this and
yeah,
Joe, your music, property for Charlie, and me, God knows what. But yeah. Um, please,
I,
obviously, everybody, we're going to have a break in a second, but um, just drop us an email if you want to chat with us, if you want to come on the pod, tell your story or anything like that. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube and our Patreon. We're going to have some exclusive Patreon stuff coming out. We've got guests coming on. Hopefully, we're going to do a record with a guest this week who's a
yeah.
good friend of mine, an ex-boxer who's got a really inspiring tale to tell. But yeah, so email us. Well, I'll let you do the email, Charlie, because I can never remember what it is.
hello at funnyfarmpod.co.uk.
That's brilliant. And the Patreon is patreon.com/funnyfarmpod. And I think that's same on YouTube, isn't it? It's just the YouTube
Yeah.
forward
Yeah,
slash
yeah,
Funny
yeah,
Farm Pod.
yeah.
But we
But
will
we're
get
on
up.
everything now, aren't we? We're on Instagram, we're
Yeah,
on TikTok, we're on the lot.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's nothing you
Threads,
can't find us on.
Twitter.
yeah. We're not. We do need to sort out Spotify and stuff like that so people can listen to us on podcast stuff there. But that's for another day. But anyway, should we have a 10-minute break, lads?
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
We'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
back in a minute, guys. Welcome back to the Funny Farm Pod, everybody. Hope you've had a nice little break there. We have. I've realised though there's lots of stuff that Joe from his week he didn't get to quite say in that first bit. So one thing I want to know, Joe,
Yeah.
did you win the cup in darts?
No,
Oh,
no, we
that's
didn't.
an
No,
anticlimax.
no. It's so annoying because it literally like we were saying on the first before we start the first bit, weren't we, about football and stuff, and I was saying about Derby County how they always at the minute seem to chuck it away and bottle it in the last 10 minutes of the match and stuff like that. And as said, like my brother and my dad, they get so annoyed when they don't win it. It just ruins the week, it ruins everything, ruins life for them. And I just
Makes
think,
my life.
look, you've literally followed this team so long, you know what they do every single time. You know what I mean? And it's exactly what's happened with us with darts. Like we get so close, yet we're so far from like winning anything. We did win last year the Community Shield or something like that, which was unbelievable. Um,
I think.
but do you know the funny thing, Charlie, about this? It's hysterical. I mean, I will say it now. I didn't play in that match, right? I didn't play in that match, but then
Scum.
when when we got the award, right, I were there on the stage, yeah. With the thing. And I just literally remember saying, guys, I couldn't have done it without you all. I really couldn't have, you know what I mean? I'd never played in it. But going on about this year's, so the season's just finished. If anybody don't know, there's Erewash District darts. Yeah, there's loads of teams now because darts become massive. I'm not very good, but I did hit a 180 in a match the other week. So I thought to myself,
Oh,
do you know what? Right, I'm not that bad, am I really? But yeah, this week it all came down to who was going to take the title. Now, the title had already been won by Ilkeston Town Football Club, but it was a playoff between us and Equalise. Now, Equalise Club, they were actually on 2 points more than us, so we needed them to lose, but they didn't. So and so that really like annoyed us because we played our heart out in this match. And but the one thing I was gonna say to you, yeah, I'm not drinking on the head and all that, and I wasn't really gonna say it, but that's what this page is for. And I did have a couple of drinks that night, and I beat myself up about it.
Yeah.
Um, Proper. The next day, I didn't want to face the world. And it all came because of a darts game. Now, you know, if we'd have won, I probably wouldn't have drank. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Because we lost. No, well, we didn't lose. We won the match, but because we didn't actually get that thing, we were all expecting it to happen. I just, so I just, yeah, I caved in, had a couple of pints, which, yeah, I literally just thought to myself, why did I do that? Because you know, the next day, I was just like so like lethargic with it because I've got lessons as well. And I just let this whole darts thing, just like I'm getting onto about football, I just let all that just like do that. What happens with my dad and my brother happened to me when we did the starts, and I thought, Joe, grow up, mate. It's midweek darts. You know what I mean? It's not. It We all want to win. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a a life or death situation, is it?
not at all. It's not at all.
And it's like, and I thought, and then Helen said to me, she goes, "So is that it then? Can you not go and play darts now because that's going to start your drinking and stuff?" And I thought, no, because it was my decision, you know what I mean? And yeah, it luckily I didn't spiral out of control with it. You know what I mean? Because normally I would have done.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be sat here today talking with you two and having a laugh if I'd have let that properly happen. But the hardest bit for me is like, so yeah, I had a couple of drinks. I didn't go overboard with it. Um, but again, the craving of going out has started to seep back in, and I just know that I can't do it. But now that I've got tomorrow will be a week of it. So once I've done tomorrow, I'm pretty much plain sailing again. It always takes me a week to get around it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's like I think to myself, like, well, I used to drink. For everybody who don't know, that's listening now, I used to go out near enough every night. You could find me in a pub. Most people knew that about me. They were like, "Oh, Joe, oh, you'll find him uptown in so and so," and yeah, I knocked it all on the head because I started getting my breathing one right and stuff like that. And it still isn't now, but
Mm.
yeah, I haven't. But the good thing I can say now is that I know how many times this year I've drank. Yeah, I don't know a year since I've turned 18 that I can probably say that.
No.
Good.
And
I mean, look, if there's people listening who suffer with addiction
yeah,
problems, I do, and I've not had a drink for two years in December. At the end of this month,
oh,
it'll be 2 years. But I'm going to be honest with you, I've had some like pangings for it recently. I'm going to
yeah,
Benidorm with some of the lads in May, and that's set it off already. It's like, do I drink, do I not? And I've not made the decision yet. I've not decided whether or not I'm going to have a drink in Benidorm or not. I might even have a drink at Christmas. And I think for
yeah,
me, it's a test case because I'm the same as yourself, Joe. I mean, well done for just having a couple of beers and knocking it on the head kind of thing. But I'm a binger, so I just keep drinking and drinking and drinking until they won't serve me any more alcohol. That's how I've been for years and years since I was very, very young. And
Yeah,
people who suffer with this um, will will attest to that. And the one thing that is 100% is no matter if you have 1 pint, 2 pints, or 12 pints, it will depress you the day after. There's
yeah,
no doubt about it. You'll get a craving to carry on because everybody knows that what makes you bad makes you better kind of syndrome, air of the dog kind of thing. So you get a panging for that, and then you just feel shit about yourself. And look, I can say to you, mate, that you need to, you don't need to beat yourself up about anything because
no,
everybody's fallible. All we're human beings, we're fallible, and at that point in time, the best idea for you is to have a couple of beers. And, you know, I certainly used alcohol as a mask for my depression, anxiety, whatever it was. And I went to the pub recently, just our local up the road, probably 6 months ago now. Me and Jane took the dog up to the pub, and my anxiety levels, because I was sat there just drinking a non-alcoholic beer, my anxiety was through the roof. We managed one drink and I had to leave, which just shows how much that anxiety was masked by alcohol.
yeah,
Um, and if something bad happened, I'd go and have a drink. If something good happened, I'd go and have a drink. If it was a
yeah,
Monday, I'd go and have a drink. And I was the same. Probably drank 3 or 4 times a week, but every time I'd go out, it'd be 10, 12 pints or more, plus shots.
yeah,
Um, and like the medical diagnosis that I've got now is I'm diabetic and I've got liver disease. Not quite sure what level of liver disease I've got, so I'm being treated like I've got cirrhosis of the liver. That's how they treat me, but they've never given me a diagnosis.
no,
This is the medical profession. I have an argument with them every year. I've got my ultrasound this week, and then I'll have a call with the liver nurse. And every year I've said, have I got fibrosis, cirrhosis, or have I just got fatty liver disease? And every
yeah,
time they go, we don't know, but we're just going to treat you for cirrhosis anyway. So they treat me for the worst case scenario kind of thing. There's no wonder that people go online and Google the symptoms and stuff and self-diagnose because the medical profession don't have any idea, in my
but that,
opinion. They kind of and they'll always go worst case scenario. So
yeah,
yeah, you've got a cold. Do you
always,
drink? Do you smoke? Do you exercise? And always that kind of answer, isn't it? But don't beat yourself up, mate. I mean, we were stood having a cigarette on Tuesday when we were doing the edit, and you were dead excited about the fact that it was a cup final. You were looking forward to it, and this, that, and the other. And like I was talking to my kids, Lottie, the other day, and she
yeah,
gets dead upset. Like we were playing Monopoly, and she was getting dead upset that she'd not won, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you just need to get on my wavelength. That I've never, like I talked about football and all that kind of stuff. I've never been particularly good at stuff. I've always been like okay, but I've never been like a winner. Yeah.
yeah,
And it's like you kind of need to get on, you need to kind of, like you said about preparing yourself, programming your brain for what am I going to do if I win, what am I going to do if I lose, and just following that.
yeah.
But you certainly don't need to beat yourself up about it, mate,
Oh no, not
and
at
just go
all.
and enjoy
But
it.
it's like I say. I mean, the thing is that you don't do what like when I was younger. Like you could go out, you could, I mean, I could go out for till the next day. You know what I mean? And I used to love it, and my body was like fine and all that. But now it's like I was saying, like if you just have like, even if you just have two or three drinks, it really does get to it. Like it makes me panic about like everything. Like all my anxiety just goes like completely. Yeah, it's horrible. It just doesn't do what it used to do. Anything, and I just like I say, I've had no better days than when I don't even touch anything. You know what I mean? Like when you don't touch anything at all, you feel great.
Mm.
But it does take a long time for you to recover now. Like, hangovers then didn't really happen, but nowadays you can be in bed all day the next day because you just can't get out. And it's not that you don't want it, it's just literally just it's the alcohol and everything going around you and the lack of sleep and all that, and you just you're just gone. You know what I mean? And I just think, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to put yourself through this sort of thing?
The one
I'm
thing
Like,
I'd say,
I'm exactly
sorry,
like Chris. Sorry, mate. I'm exactly like Chris. I've got no off button. So when I start drinking, that's me. Especially once I could probably do like one or two where I don't, but anything past that, I'll just like I'm on it. I'm on it
yeah,
every night, and I don't stop. And then I'll go and find a party. I'll look for a party, and it takes me days to get over a hangover. And
yeah,
in that, so if I go out on a Saturday night, I'll be okay by the Wednesday. But on that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, my mental health and how I'm feeling and the depression that I go through and the thoughts that go through my mind in those 3 days, it's not worth it.
I'm
no.
saying. I think
It's
we're always the same, aren't we?
it's
And
it's
there's a
it's,
lot of
it's
people out there that are exactly the same. I mean, I used to go to a pub full of them, and I always joke about the fact that they're better at health hide and seek than me because I've been to the doctors and been told you need to change your lifestyle, and they haven't. And I almost feel bad about that because it's like you can see people suffering exactly the same as you, but unless you're in a position where you go, I need to change this behavior. And
Yeah,
I think as well, because you've got to a stage where you've gone, I know I shouldn't drink because it makes me feel this way.
yeah,
Immediately when you do have that drink, and there's nothing wrong with that, it's like I said, everyone's fallible. There's no issue, there's no problem with that. But because you've got to a stage in your life where you've gone, I'm not going to do this, as soon
yeah,
as that drops down, and and you've had a couple of drinks, the following day that wall's coming straight back up, and you're going, I'm not going to drink. But
yeah,
then because you've done it, you then beat yourself up about the fact that you're some kind of failure because you've done it, and you're not a failure.
no,
You're just human. Life's hard, and that's it's just the way that people cope with stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah,
don't forget as well, the way that you were and the way that I was, I don't know about yourself, Charlie, but like you'd go out and have a drink, and then you'd wake up the following day feeling a bit shit, but you'd probably go, well, I'll have a drink later
yeah,
and I'll
yeah,
be
yeah,
okay again. It'll level me out, and it wouldn't take that length of time because you just keep going and going and going and going, and you level then. And like when you are drinking, how many times have you been out and had a right good session on the Friday, and you've got a planned night out on the Saturday, and you wake up and you think, I really don't want to go out tonight,
yeah.
and
Times.
then you get to your night out, you have a pint, and you're like, woo!
yeah.
Yeah,
Where
That's
are we
it.
going?
Yeah,
How can we make this a good night? So don't
you
beat
just look
yourself up.
through the pain.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as your plumbing issues and your
oh, I was
laundrette
gonna
trip.
say that. I mean, I've still got the toilet to fix now. Literally, like, honestly, like, it's just problem after problem, and you just think to yourself, I mean, does it happen with everybody? Because I just sometimes think it's just me. But literally, like, like one week something goes, then the next week something else, and it just never seems to stop. And it's like, so anyway, so without sounding too negative, the Helen went to me the other night. She went, Joe, the toilet's not working. I says, what do you mean the toilet's not working? She goes, well, when you flush it. I says, yeah. She says it just keeps going, like water keeps coming,
Up.
like flowing. No, it just keeps flowing. You know what I mean? Like, so you flush the chain and it just never stops flushing. It's just constantly going.
Ah, yeah. So you need a new bit.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
need the new bit. Now I
Oh,
found it on Screwfix, right? And I thought, yeah, well, it just looks like the flush bit, right? You've got to take the whole toilet to pieces to fit this one little bit on the top. And it's like, I just think, like, why don't somebody just invent that one here? This one for us, isn't it? Or why don't we make it? Just a flush, the actual flush to do that, so you can just literally just unscrew that one and put the new one on. No, you've got to take the whole big thing out, so you have to drain it. I've got to get. Well, I know what to do. You've just got to get on. Luckily, we've got an isolation bit, so just get on the ISO, turn that off, flush the toilet so that all of that bit becomes empty, undo all the wing nuts underneath, take the thing off, then I've got to unscrew that, get rid of the seal, put that. There's just so much faffing about, for just something that's so small. It's
Yeah.
like, I just think to myself, like, on a guitar, right? If a string breaks, all you
Change them
have to
all.
do, yeah, well, you can change them all, but if one string breaks, you just need to get through. All you need
Mm.
to do is just poke it through the back, thread it through, and then tie it at the end. You don't have to take the whole guitar to pieces. You don't have to take all the machine heads off, take the neck off, the body, like take the scratch plate off the body and all that. You don't have to do any of that. Why do you have to do that with a toilet?
I
It's
think you
like,
need to check your video.
you are.
I think you need to check the video that you're watching. I'm pretty sure you don't have to take the cistern off the top, mate.
Well, that's what I was saying because it says, "Is your toilet still flushing and flushing? It never stopped flushing." Well, look no further than this guy, right? And then it's like you watch the video, and it's like, yeah, you got to take the whole lot to bits. But I
I've
mean,
got a bit of a funny story on this one. So
yeah,
I don't think we'd long since moved into this house, maybe a year or two. And Jane went away somewhere, I can't remember. So I'm like, party, you know what I mean? I can go to the pub and this, that, and the other. And I went to the pub, had a few beers. And I didn't do anything wrong, but I went for a piss before bed, flushed the toilet, went to bed, and the following morning, the fucking ceiling was down in the kitchen. It fucking all come
oh,
through.
saggy,
It literally the plaster had come off. My hob was full of water. So and we literally just had that bit changed because I can't do bugger all like that. I think I have changed one once, but it was
yeah.
literally a screw in, screw out job. Um, but I've never done it like that. So we had Frank, who's a local plumber, to come and do it, and he did it, and it was just over, like it just carried on filling the whole night. So the
Mm.
bathroom floor was flooded and everything had like gone downstairs. So like we had an argument about this for over a month. It was like my fault, completely my fault, and this that, and the other. But what I do is I phone the plumber to come and do it, Joe. That's what I do.
But the
Um,
thing is as well, I've looked at the toilets in the bar, right? Because
he's an
obviously,
expert.
I was like.
Ladies and gentlemen, just watch this space. In 2 or 3 weeks' time, Funny Farm Plumbing.
No, because I thought to myself, like, because they've got working toilets. So I thought, right, let's have a look in this one then. So I went into the women's toilet and took the took the bit off the top there, like, the but that one's a bit different to my one. That one, it's like a double button, so you just press that and it presses whatever that big main
Yeah,
bit is.
normally there's a double button in the women's. Go on.
and so you can actually do that with that one. You can take that actual flush out and then just put another flush on top. That's fine. But then I went into the disabled toilet, right, and opened that one up, and it's exactly the same as my toilet here. But the thing is, I've noticed there's like a cable, isn't there,
Yeah,
from the flush bit to the thing, and I've noticed
yeah.
that that's a little bit shorter on the one in the disables than what we've got here. So maybe the cable's just a bit too long. But then why has it been working for about 5 years and it's only suddenly done it now? I mean, does
Yeah,
it
okay.
stretch the cable? That's another bit. Does it,
Who-
I mean, all these things go through your head. When you got a problem, you become like a diagnostic, like, like you really go into them, don't you? And you just, like, look at the washing machine. Like, I didn't know that you had different spin RPMs and stuff like that. I didn't even know that they took different weights. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, you start to learn about things when things go wrong,
I
which
think
wouldn't,
I mean, I'm different to you. You might be quite handy with stuff, but I'm not. So I literally ring a plumber to come and
yeah,
do that, and it cost me 50 quid or whatever. But I think this is like, people like plumbers cost so much money nowadays, and it's 30 quid an
mm,
hour for a plumber to come out and do something for you. This is why. This is why they charge that, isn't it? Because they just know they'd come and do it
yeah,
in 10 minutes, and you're like, why am I paying 50 quid for you to come and do a 10-minute job? It's the 30 years I've been a plumber that
yeah,
that
it's a service.
afford me that. We had a light in the kitchen, and it's been annoying us for years. It had these rubbishy little fucking bulbs on it, they were dead hard to change. So we got a new light, and Jane just went on and ordered this light. So I YouTubed it. How do you change a light? And I looked at this YouTube video for approximately 30, 40 seconds, and I thought, I'm going to ring a fucking electrician to come and do this. And he came and he charged me 30 quid, and he came and did it. But yeah, it is hard, isn't it? Because you think like changing a flushing unit on a toilet should be quite an easy, simple job. And I think on some toilets it is. But definitely, yeah. Is yours an older toilet?
No, it's a newer toilet.
Could I just snip in here? Sorry. Didn't you get that cue then?
Did a what?
Didn't you hear the cow?
Oh, no.
Can you hear that?
What are you doing to that poor cow?
The new feature. It went off before, and you two just
We've got a feature, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie, the feature man.
We should have rehearsed this beforehand, shouldn't we?
I don't even know what it is. What is it?
I've no idea. What is it, Charlie?
Can you hear that?
That's a cow. I can hear
We
it.
can all hear it, yeah.
Messages from the herd, ladies and gentlemen. Messages from the herd.
What we got?
Excellent. Have
In
we got
this
some
new section,
hate mail?
Yeah. Well, we've actually got an email this week, but no, it's just like some feedback that we've had from our shorts that we've had out on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Let me find these. So this is our new famous feature called Messages from the Herd. It will be famous one day, believe me. Anyway, so we've had so Michael Carter has sent us a couple of comments this week, and he says, "You guys are fucking brilliant, and your videos brighten up my day." Thanks, Michael.
Agree with him.
We must agree with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we had this as well. This is off Brendan Bellew, and he says we were speaking about this earlier. He says you look like Mick Lynch. That was Mick.
And you do.
On that caricature.
Mm.
No,
I've got Daniel Bedingfield.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah. A lucky likey week, hasn't it, this week?
Yeah.
Also, from I think this was down to Joe's laundrette fiasco. We've had a comment from Myra, and she called you a man baby.
I saw that one, yeah.
Guys, I don't read the comments, so I don't have a clue. Like, you know what I mean? You two do, but what's this one there?
She just called you a man baby because you
moaning about
your
washer not working. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
You look more like a man baby when you take your hat off. To be fair.
Just shave the beard off. We'll be all right.
We've also had a comment. This is when I think I put a post out asking for YouTube subscriptions last week, towards the end of last week, Thursday, and we had a weird message from Bisma Rashid. He put "come inbox."
Oh, that'll just be somebody trying to flog you something.
Yeah, 100%.
Ah, right.
That's not a real comment. That.
Is this come inbox? No, okay.
That's a good piece of advice to anybody who is wanting to have children.
Yeah, true. And also, we've got a listener called Tiki, and he's commented on loads of our YouTube videos this week. As in, you've been messaging him all over the place, but he's loving it. He's absolutely loving it. But right. you've messaged him back, haven't you, Chris?
I have, yeah, nice. It's nice to get some good feedback, and we've getting a lot of likes. I will say, just on the negative side of it, I think we've got like a serial disliker. We're getting one or two dislikes on most videos, and so yeah, you see, I mean, it's not for everyone, is it? At the end of the day, no, it's like you know.
Yeah, but the best thing is that serial dislikers are obviously watching it, so it's actually pushing our views up. So cheers, thank you.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Love you.
It's all good things.
We've had an email. We've had an email.
Right, go on then.
What, just the one?
Just the one. Yeah.
Keep sending the emails in. We want more than one for next week for the herd.
Yeah. We only put the email address out, didn't we, last week? So, but anyway, it's from Debbie. Somebody called Debbie, and it's from a female, actually.
Oh, I'd have thought so if her name's Debbie. Well, you never know in this day and age. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You never know in this
And
day
she
and
put,
age.
hi. Right, Charlie, you asked Joe some dating questions in episode 1, but we never got an update in the next episode. Did anything click? But listen, this gets better. Did anything click? Any future plans?
Yeah, we're meeting up, aren't we?
Well, you know what? I've got to say,
We're meeting
you
up
know,
for a walk on Chester Wall.
well, we have seen each other regularly for about the last 4 or 5 weeks, haven't we?
Yeah. Am I going to be a bit of a gooseberry on this Chester thing?
Yeah, I think so,
Do I need
Chris.
to bring my dog so I've got something to do?
It has worked. The dating questions.
Anyway, me and Charlie have set up a new dating service now. If anybody's interested, it's
Funnyfarm Dating Limited.
Funnyfarm dating.
Look-alike dating Mick Lynch and Daniel Bedingfield.
Yeah.
What I'm more interested to know from Debbie, if you want to mail back to this, so are you asking because you're interested in the fact that whether or not Charlie and Joe have hit it off sexually? Is it because you'd like to hit it off sexually with one of them?
Huh?
That's what
I'm
I'd
taken.
like to know from Debbie. Yeah, no, we're all taken, but you know, it's nice to have a bit of interest, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, is that messages from the herd then?
Pardon?
Is that the end of messages from the herd?
Yeah, do you want me to finish off with a moo?
Hang on. We had one more message, and I'm not going to read it out because I've not got it in front of me, but it did make me laugh. So we put a video out about. It was on the last episode, I think. It might be the one coming out on Wednesday. I don't know. So we put a little short out about people who suffer depression taking medication. And you know, we've all done it. We've all taken medication for our illness and whatnot in the past. But we put a post out basically because we all said that we're not medicated. So we put a post out just to say, you know, it's no shame if you do take medication and this, that, and the other. So we had somebody come on that video turning around and saying that we were supporting Big Farm and encouraging people to take medication and stuff like that. We're not doing that in any way, shape, or form. We're not trying to, you know, help the pharmaceutical companies or anything like that. There was also the bit that made me laugh about it, and it, you know, I'm not saying I agree or disagree with this comment, but they were kind of saying that mental illness is caused by compounds that are being put in by the government into our food and water. Which I found an interesting one. So if you are out there and you want to elaborate more on this, or if anyone's got any opinions on this, personally, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, just all we were saying was, if you do take medication, there's no shame in that. We all suffer. Like nobody would have a go at you for taking paracetamol if you got a headache. I don't think. But you know, so yeah, that was, yeah. We've had loads of good feedback, and then we've had some which have kind of challenged what we're saying.
And if anybody wants to come on and have a chat about it, just email us hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk or get in touch with us through one of our socials. We're out everywhere, so just get in contact with us through one of our socials. But yeah, so that was our first messages from the herd. Ooh,
Nice
hang on.
one.
Fantastic. Right, I'm moving on then. So this is right. Talking of problems.
Go on. I'm queuing up the next.
Talking of new problems, this is the latest one. So one of our speakers is not working fantastic at the minute. So luckily, I managed to borrow one from a pub.
This is for your band, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, but no, I borrowed it. But anyway, so I borrowed it for a couple of weeks, and it's the ones that we use. They've got plastic casings, so like you know the big bulky plastic casing one. This one's got a lovely black felt on the top of it, you know, all around the sides, right? And anyway, it's no to do with me. The problem is that I left it in the lounge. And one person that's took a real particular interest in this speaker is my cat. And he's used it as his cat bed. So when I went to go and take this speaker back, I had a look and he molts like crazy and it's all in this speaker. It took me 4 hours to get that out. I've bought loads of new things again to get cat hair out of a speaker, which I didn't know existed, but they do. So it's like this little, like, I don't know what it is. It's a plasticky kind of Velcro thing that you brush along with that. That didn't work. Then I got a lint roller. Oh, that didn't work. And my vacuum wasn't working right either. Do you know one best thing to do with it? Gaffer tape or duct tape. Get that on it, right? Put it on, peel it off, comes straight out. Amazing stuff that is. But yeah, so the speaker, our actual one's getting sorted. But
Shave your cat.
I've got you what?
Shave your cat.
Yeah,
I like it. This is why I hate cats.
What's the cat's name?
But all I'm gonna say is that he's now a very upset cat because he doesn't have a clue where he's going, like where he's sleeping or anything. He's just literally just walking around the place, just trying to find a new place to go. He's got a cat bed. He's got a really nice cat bed. There's about 1,000,000 comfy blankets, but he just really liked this speaker. So, I think I'm the first person on planet Earth that can truly say that I've taken my cat's PA system away from him, and he's very upset about it.
What's his
Ladies and
name?
gentlemen,
What's
watch
his
this
name?
space. Funnyfarm speaker cleaning services will be coming soon. Joe's like a one-man walking handyman, isn't he? He's like, he just does everything,
I'm
doesn't he?
becoming that way. I don't know whether I can fix them, but I can definitely tell you what's up with them. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it's kind of like becoming. But
I'm seeing
yeah,
a new feature, Charlie. If you fancy taking the new feature on board, Joe will fix it.
Oh,
no.
no. No, that was fabulous. Anyway, I want to know what your cat's name is.
Right, brace yourself.
Go on.
It's, it's,
Do you know what it is, Chris?
No, I have no idea.
it's Solomon. Do you want to see him?
Solomon Grundy, born on Monday.
Is funny story on him really, because basically it was my ex-girlfriend and she says, "What do you want?" Because she knows I love cats.
Did you
But
say I want pussy and she got you a cat?
yeah. But I says to her, I says, I really don't know what I want for my birthday. And anyway, I don't think she got me anything because she says, "Oh, I'll save up and get something when we see it." And then we went to where did we go? Do you know what? I genuinely have no idea how it came about, but she just said to me, she goes, "We need to go to Babington Dog Rescue." I went, "Why on earth do we need to go there?" She says, "Well, no, come on, we need to go." And she kept it like a big secret from me. And then, anyway, I got there, and Solomon were there. And she goes, "Hey, oh, look, we're getting him today." And I went, "Well, because we were moving into our new house, but the thing is, we split up before we moved into it. So obviously, like, we brought him back here, and Monty was still alive, my mum's old cat. And yeah, it was just my dad went insane about getting Solomon. You know what I mean? Because my dad's not a cat fan at all, but he does love him. I know he does. But the thing is that it's just like, my mum were like, "Why have we got a new cat?" and all, So it just disrupt the whole family vibe. And I just says, "He were the last one there." And she goes, "And why is he called Solomon?" And I went, "I don't know. That's what the bloke told me his name was." I says, "He's rescued from Northern Ireland or Southern Ireland. I don't know where he's from, to be fair, but he's definitely from Ireland."
You'd expect it to be called Paddy, wouldn't you? Not Solomon, or you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, I
Mickey or
don't.
something like that. You wouldn't expect. Oh, he's from Ireland. His name's Solomon.
Is that an Irish
Yeah,
name? Could be an Irish
but
name.
It
this is
could be,
funny
yeah.
actually, because one of my lessons when he were young, because he was asking me about Solomon, and I was going on, and I said to him, I said, "Oh yeah," so he's a rescue cat," and he says, "Oh, where's he rescued from?" And I says, "Ireland," and he goes, "Oh, does he have an Irish accent then when he meows?" And I went, "Yeah," he goes, "Me oi." Says, of course he doesn't have an Irish accent, you know what I mean? But it would be funny though, wouldn't
Top
it?
of the morning to you.
Oh, God.
Brilliant, love it. Do you know what? This is the most bizarre pod we've done so far. This is our fourth or fifth one, and it's just mad, isn't it? Like we've
I think
literally
we're just
talked about all sorts of
yeah.
stuff, haven't we?
I mean,
Yeah.
we've done a bit on the mental health. I've told you about me
Mm,
night,
yeah.
but this stuff like that. But again, Derby throwing it away—that's a mental health thing as well. I mean, football's gotta be one of the biggest causes, and I'm just gonna put this out there. But football has got to be one of the biggest causes of especially men's mental health because it really does get anybody who's truly into it, it gets them down. I mean, luckily, I'm not a season ticket holder, so I don't really understand, like, you know what I mean, the ruining of the week it has with some people, like my family.
There's
But
proper buy-in, isn't there? It's like everybody
yeah,
buys into it. It's like almost like as important as your family to some people that go to the
it
football.
is.
And the fickle level of fans is unbelievable. So if you go on the Facebook like fan pages and stuff like that, one week it's like we absolutely love you, we absolutely love you. I mean, we've just come off the back of 2-3-0 wins, Liverpool and then obviously Malmo. And then we lose 2-0 to Brighton yesterday. And I've seen a couple of posts saying, Dyche out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I know,
It's
it's just
mental.
stupid, mate. We go, you know, with Derby, it's like, I remember when it was well, we went a fair few at the beginning. We didn't win nothing, you know what I mean? And I thought, and even I were like, is John Eustace really the guy to have here? You know what I mean? But you just have to think to yourself, you can get look at the managers that are out there now. Right, we're in championship. It's not you're not gonna get Pep Guardiola in the championship, are you? Right, and to get somebody of that class, like well, for the past few years, it's always been Guardiola and Klopp, hasn't it? They've been like the two
Mm.
that have been battling it out. I mean, Liverpool were absolutely ginormous, weren't they, Charlie, for years? In this
They still
last
are.
bit.
They
Yeah, but
still
what I
are.
mean is they've slipped, haven't they,
Still
now, with
are.
Arnie?
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
slipped.
you might be able to get Arnie Slot next season, mate.
Yeah. And it's just like, again, is that a manager thing or is it a player thing? You don't know
No,
the ins and outs, do you?
well, you know what? These players aren't worth that much. You know, are worth that much money because they're crap that they bought in. You know, they're decent players, aren't they? That they bought
Mm.
in this season, and I think that this season was always going to be Onslaught season because yeah, he did inherit a really good team from Klopp.
Yeah.
This was always going to be his season. Maybe he can turn this round. Maybe he can't. Football's very fickle these days. You know, it's not what it was during the 80s. You know, the 80s and all that. Since the the dawn of Sky and big money, football's totally changed. So you know, I've gone through the phases with football, but you know, it's very fickle. It's you know. I just support the club, and I'll just go with whatever decisions they make, and I'll just support the club week in, week out, and that's what I do, and that's what I'll always do.
That's
Yeah,
what we can all do, innit? That's all you can do. I mean, you can't control. This is the thing. Like I was trying to say to my dad and my brother, I says, you cannot control anything that goes off at football.
no,
Nothing. You
no,
just sit there and watch it. They're gonna lose. They're gonna win. They're gonna draw. That's it. All right. It's all that can happen. And I mean, Crike Neil, one of my friends, he's a massive Liverpool supporter, right? And he goes on this. Is it called Red Cafe or something? Have you heard
yeah,
of it,
yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, some forum is it? Is it a forum? Is it?
Yeah, that's it. There's some forum, but anyway, but he loves it. And I used to when I used to work at Showcase Cinema. That's all he went on about. Like, oh yeah, I found this Manu scum on there and all that. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, just leave it alone. You
His
know what I
name's
mean?
not
Like,
Cartledge, is it? His surname.
I can't say on here. Yeah. Um.
Mate, the reason being, I've got no bad to say about him. The reason being is I noticed that he was a friend of yours. I don't think I'm even friends with him anymore, but I worked at Capital One with him. I think.
Right.
I think it was Capital One, and he's the most mental Liverpool fan you've ever met in your life.
Into
How
his
bizarre!
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love his passion for it.
Oh,
I mean, but we all knew Liverpool from about 20. When did he work there? I can't think now. But let's just say from about 2014 to about 2019, I could tell you everything about that club because it's all he went on about. I knew it more than any other club. And the thing is that yeah, you got passion for it, amazing, it's great, and but like I say to him, he's a super fan, and I just think that's all he's really interested when he's talking. It was about Liverpool, but
I don't know if he'll ever listen to this. He might do if he's on your friends list and
I
this, that,
bet
and the
he
other.
does.
But do you
We'll
know
keep
what?
it on.
This is a generic kind of a generic kind of comment, not just about Neil, right? But these people who are super fans and they're like, shouldn't have picked him, should have picked him, should be playing this system, should be playing that system. His tactics are all wrong. He should have done this, that, and the other. These people look like they've never fucking played football in their fucking lives as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Neil looks like he's never kicked a ball in his life, but they're
Oh
so
yeah.
passionate about.
Yeah.
He has.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what?
We used to play regular.
Did
We all
he?
say
Ah, fair enough.
you know what? We all have those little things, don't we? You know, we shouldn't have played that him, or we should sub him off. We all have these
Yeah.
little thoughts throughout the game or when we're watching it. And we all have these conversations with our mates. He shouldn't be playing. I said to you guys before. It was brilliant. He dropped Salah at the weekend and we won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Let me just quickly just say this, Charlie. Neil, I'm not having a go at you at all. We're just saying how great a fan you are.
Yeah.
That's,
He is a super fan. Massive.
yeah, and it's amazing. That's all I was trying to say. Nothing to say
and I
about.
think, and before Joe digs himself into any deeper of a hole here,
I think it was. I think it was me more than Joe. I hadn't seen Neil. I hadn't seen Neil for 20 odd years.
I hadn't seen him for
and
about 7.
He's a sound. He's dead sound. But he is a full on. He's like Joe said. He's a super fan of, and all he talks about a lot of the time when I spoke to him was about Liverpool. He's absolutely mad passionate.
I just got a message off my missus, which reads, "Shit, I need elves."
Okay,
For
is
what?
she asking us to come and do it?
No, for the kids. We put those kids out. We put the elves
Oh,
out.
right.
Elves on the shelf.
Where we're going here?
They're supposed to be coming tonight.
Well, Solomon would have a right go at them, wouldn't he? Get off me bed! Have you got anything else, Charlie?
We've got
sorry, just Joe. Sorry, just before. Have we got anything else that's gone wrong or?
So much, but we're running out of time today. We'll come on to that on another one.
Yeah.
But, are we going to do the Funnyfarm show then?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Can we vote Pig of the Week before we do that then? Just because we'll end on the showdown. So I think it was one in the first 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've got wrote down some things here that we've gone through today. So you've got well, we didn't really get on too much about dietary supplements, but we're on about that.
Yeah.
And then there's toilet flushers. There's size of chocolate bars.
Chicken sweet corn sandwiches.
There's chicken and sweet corn sandwiches. And then there's Derby throwing it away again. Or cats loving PA systems.
Well, let's just discount Forest and Derby from this because they never win anything, so they can't win Pig of the Week. I'm gonna put my vote in there straight away for chocolate bars, crisps, packet sizes, the way that they've reduced everything, the quality street boxes and stuff like that. It's absolutely ludicrous. Put the price up, but give us a bit to chew on. Come on.
Hey, that's a good slogan.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
For all sorts of things.
Pitching.
Richmond chocolate bars, giving you a bit to chew on.
No sweet corn was harmed in the making of this advert.
Yeah. Go on, Charlie.
But I'm up for chicken sandwiches, chicken and sweet corn sandwiches. I
Yeah,
can't believe,
I'm giving it
I
chicken
can't
and
believe
sweet
it's chicken
corn.
and sweet corn.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, pig of the week is no sweet corn in the chicken and sweet corn sandwiches.
Definitely.
Right, okay, so we're on to the Funny Farm Showdown.
Okay.
Is it the funny? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
You ready?
Welcome to the Funny Farm. The lads are back, causing harm, talking shite but full of charm. It's the Funny Farm Showdown.
We've got to get back.
Right,
Welcome to the Funny Farm.
Right, and welcome to the Funny Farm Showdown. And today's category is, you ready for this, boys? Animals you trust least with your house keys.
Right. Interesting one. Yeah.
Chris, you start this week. I did it last week.
Do you want me? You Chris has started it. Go on.
Right. Okay. Animals that I would trust least with my.
And you can't say slug again, Joe.
No.
I think it'd be like a chimpanzee. I think. Because a chimpanzee, I've seen some dodgy videos on them, and they are aggressive. They shit all over the place. They dirty protest. So he'd come in, he'd poo all over the place. And then I also saw a video where he where this chimpanzee pulled the arm of a zookeeper off, like literally off. It might have been AI. I don't know. So yeah, I wouldn't really want my missus and kids coming back to a chimp. And you remember back in the day with the PG tips where they're all sat there having a cup of tea. I don't think that's very realistic. So I wouldn't trust my keys with a chimpanzee.
Go on then, Joe. What's yours?
Probably a giraffe. I wouldn't trust them with a giraffe because the thing is, you got to think they got dead long necks, haven't they? So as soon as they've picked the key up from you, you're not getting up to that. You're just not getting up to its mouth, are you? I mean, especially if you've got a fear of heights. I mean, how are you going to get up to that? I mean, that's my argument with it.
I see. He's not
You know
got.
what I mean? 'Cause
He's
it'll
not
go,
getting in your house because he's only got
that's it,
hoofs.
yeah. So you know what
But
I mean? Like
never
you're
gonna
not
get 'em
having
back.
these keys back. No chance. These are my keys now. You know, you're gonna need a defo 3-tier ladder to get up
Cherry
to that
picker.
giraffe.
Will he get in through your door?
You what?
Will he get in through your door?
Well, why would it want to come in the house?
Good question.
Like I'm in a bungalow.
Maybe he's one of Solomon's mates and he's just coming round for a chat.
Well, he has enough coming round. He does. There's about 3 cats on our garden, and there's a black one that keeps coming in all the time.
Yeah.
So what happens if you befriended a giraffe then, and they come round to ours? You'd have to sort of just. Not
So I've gone for the opposable thumbs thing, like so he can get in the house. But you've kind of gone. So if I was going to go for like on your logic, I think it'd be a cheetah. Because you're never going to catch it, are you?
Yeah, but I was like, well, I mean, I've probably read the question wrong, but I thought it was most likely to not trust with your house keys.
Yeah.
So I just thought,
with your house keys. Yeah. So
like, it's not going to get. It's not like you're going to lose the keys, aren't you? Because you can't get up to the giraffe. And knowing my luck, if I had a cherry picker, right, and I was like, right, and you know how slow they are to go up and all, they're literally like.
He'd just put his head down.
Yeah, and then as soon as you get up there, right, it just literally goes like. So you're having to come down again. And it's like you're just going to end up playing this game of like trying to get them back, aren't you? I mean,
to me to you.
Yeah, and so it's got to be a giraffe, hasn't it? It's just got to be.
I was worried about my missus and kids like coming home to a chimpanzee that was going to dismember them, but yeah, I think we've gone at it at different angles.
How many bones in a giraffe's neck?
Oh, one, isn't they?
Got to be a few.
Just one big bone. There's one massive bone.
How would he move if there's only one? He's not going to have any flex, is he? Just going to be like that. It's just going to be like.
There's got to be thousands, aren't they?
I thought Charlie knew
Seven.
the answer to this.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
7.
7.
7. Is that it? Yeah.
Anyway,
I was close with one.
my animal will be a pigeon.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking birds. I thought they might fly away with him, but
How'd you go to pick them up?
they definitely pick them up.
How?
They just peck it, don't they?
If they're pecking it, they don't pick it up, do they?
They pick everything up. Oh no, it's magpies, isn't it? Magpies are the ones that grab everything.
I'd go for the pigeon. Pigeons have only got little beaks, and he wouldn't be able to pick up my bunch of keys.
Yeah.
So surely you could trust a pigeon with your keys if you can't pick them up.
Mm.
And again.
So surely you could then trust a pigeon with your keys
Yeah,
if it
because
can't
it's
pick
not
them up.
going to do
When
is
you
it?
get,
Yeah,
when
that's
you've
horrible.
when you've put your keys on the floor or dropped your keys, fucking pigeon's just going to stand there and go, God, they're not going to get anywhere. Whereas the giraffe's going to come in, pick them up, fuck off, and you're never getting them back. And the chimpanzee's going to break into your house, shit all over the place, and then pull the arms and legs off your daughter. Charlie, this is your feature. We've had no prep time on this. You've had a week to think about this, and you've come up with pigeon.
It doesn't mean that I'm going to win, does it? I need to give you guys.
Yeah, you're not winning with
winning.
pigeon. You're not winning with pigeon.
You've not won this.
Oh.
Right, go on then, Chris. You vote which one.
I'm gonna go for giraffe. I like the cherry picker analogy. He's like stood there and he's like, hang on a minute, I can see Daniel Bedingfield. He's on that cherry picker. He's coming to get his keys back. You get up there and he just goes whoop.
Yeah, exactly. I'm obviously gonna go with yours, Chris, because I mean, so Charlie may as well do the winner, hasn't he?
He'll go for pigeon now. You watch, stalemate.
No, I can't vote from you.
Giraffe or
I'm
chimp?
giving things up because Chris won last week with his dog. So I'm going to go for giraffe.
Yes, come on, get in there.
I think we need to get a cherry picker and a giraffe and Charlie's keys and test this one out.
Reenact it. We could go to Twycross Zoo and do it there, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Chester?
Chuck someone in the chimpanzee enclosure and just see if they are going to dismember. I don't know. Might be interesting.
Who knows?
Right, guys, it's been a wonderful pod. Lovely to see you both. Oh, sorry, Charlie, carry on.
Yeah, just before we go, if you want to get in contact with us, email us at hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk and just jump on our socials. You can direct message us through there.
Perfect. Patreon.com/funnyfarmpod as well if you want to get the upcoming Patreon exclusive stuff. We'll be a bit darker and a bit more. I think it'll be a bit ruder and cruder and a bit darker. And stuff. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, lovely to see you. I'll see you tomorrow, Joe.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see you on the old WhatsApp call, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And then get Wednesday, Friday this week, haven't we?
Wednesday and Friday, yeah. So yeah, we're going to be fed up with each other.
It's all good. But thanks for watching, everybody. I bought this in to sort of see us out. Like you say, you've got all the socials and everything, and don't forget, keep putting likes on our videos, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us to get this whole thing out there, really, and we absolutely love doing it, don't we, lads?
Yeah, comment as well, comment and ring the bell,
certainly.
ring the bell. And
the serial disliker, keep doing it, because it's helping us with the view count. We love you. Yeah, and so it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from them too.
And yeah, well, we'll see you all on the next show.
See you guys.
Bye.